Hi everyone, welcome to the session on pollution case studies. In this session, let us have a look on some case studies on groundwater pollution and pesticide pollution in India. Let us discuss the case study of groundwater pollution in India. An example of groundwater pollution caused by excessive extraction is fluoride contamination fluorosis. Fluorosis is not a localized problem. It has spread across 19 states and across a variety of ecological regions ranging from the Thar desert, the Gangetic plains and the Deccan plateau. Each of these regions are distinct in terms of rainfall, soil type, groundwater recharge regime, climatic conditions and hydrology. High fluoride concentration in groundwater is a natural phenomenon in several countries such as China, Sri Lanka, West Indies, Spain, Holland, Italy and Mexico. Experts claim that a fluoride belt stretches across the Middle East, across Pakistan and India and then into Southeast Asia and the south of China. According to a report of the Rajiv Gandhi National Drinking Water Mission, the bedrock of the Indian peninsula consists of a number of fluoride bearing minerals. When the bedrock feathers, the fluoride leaches into water and the soil. Although the Indian peninsular bedrock has always been the same, this problem has only surfaced during the last 3 decades. This is related to the over extraction of groundwater, which has resulted in the tapping of aquifers with high fluoride concentrations. How it started in India? The beginnings of this phenomenon can be tracked back to the 1970s and 80s, when there was a massive state investment in rural water development for irrigation as well as for drinking. Encouraged by state subsidies on diesel and electricity, people invested in diesel and submersible pumps in a bid to extract groundwater through bore wells. This policy aggravated the fluoride problem. Fluoride mainly enters the human body through drinking water, where 96 to 99% of it combines with the bones, as it has an affinity for calcium phosphate in the bones. Excess intake of fluoride can lead to dental fluorosis, skeletal fluorosis or non-skeletal fluorosis. Dental fluorosis is characterized by discolored, blackened, mottled or chalky white teeth. Skeletal fluorosis is caused by excessive accumulation of fluoride in the bones. It leads to severe and permanent bone and joint deformities. Non-skeletal fluorosis leads to gastrointestinal problems and neurological disorders. Fluoride can damage the fetus and adversely affect the IQ of children. Once fluoride is detected in water, the only solution is to defluoridate it. Various technologies are available for this process. However, the type of technology to be selected depends upon the fluoride levels in the water and the volume of water to be defluorinated. None of the Indian technologies are, however, foolproof. Defluoridation plants and household water treatment kits are stopgap solutions. Now, let us have a look on case study of pesticide pollution in India. One of the most terrifying effects of pesticide contamination of groundwater came to light when pesticide residues were found in bottled water. Between July and December 2002, the Pollution Monitoring Laboratory of the New Delhi based Center for Science and Environment analyzed 17 brands of bottled water, both packaged drinking water and packaged natural mineral water, commonly sold in areas that fall within the National Capital Region of Delhi. Pesticide residues of organochlorine like gamma hexachlorocyclohexane DDT and organophosphorus pesticides like malathion, chloropyrifos were found in those samples. All these were present above the permissible limits specified by the European Economic Community, which is the norm used all over Europe. One may wonder as to how these pesticide residues get into bottled water that is manufactured by several big companies. This can be traced to several facts. There is no regulation that the bottled water industry must be located in clean zones. Currently, the manufacturing plants of most brands are situated in the dirtiest industrial estates or in the midst of agricultural fields. Most companies use bore wells to pump out water from the ground from depths varying from 24 meter to even 152 meter below the ground. The raw water samples collected from the plants also revealed the presence of pesticide residues. This clearly indicated that the source of pesticide residues in the polluted groundwater are used to manufacture the bottled water. This is despite the fact that all bottled water plants use a range of purification methods. Thus, obviously, the fault lies in the treatment methods used. These plants use the membrane technology where the water is filtered using membranes with ultra small pores to remove fine suspended solids and all bacteria and protozoa and even viruses. Nanofiltration can remove insecticides and herbicides, but it is expensive and thus rarely used. Most industries also use an activated charcoal adsorption process which is effective in removing organic pesticides, but not heavy metals. To remove pesticides, the plants use reverse osmosis and granular activated charcoal methods. Thus, even though manufacturers claim to use these processes, the presence of pesticide residues points to the fact that either manufacturers do not use the treatment process effectively or only treat a part of the raw water. The low concentration of pesticide residues in bottled water do not cause acute or immediate effect. However, repeated exposure even to extremely minuscule amounts can result in chronic effects like cancer, liver and kidney damage, disorders of nervous system, damage to the immune system and birth defects. Similarly, 6 months after CSE, that is Center for Science and Environment, reported pesticide residues in bottled water, it also found these pesticides in popular cold drink brands sold across the country. This is because the main ingredient in a cold drink or a carbonated non-alcoholic beverage is water, and there are no standards specified for water to be used in these beverages in India. There were no standards for bottled water in India till September 29, 2000. The Union Ministry of Health and Family Welfare issued a notification amending the Prevention of Food Adulteration Rules 1954. This BIS certification mark became mandatory for bottled water from March 29, 2001. However, the parameters for pesticide residues remained ambiguous. Following the report published by CSE in Down to Earth volume 11 number 18, a series of committees were established, and eventually on 18th July 2003 amendments were made in the Prevention of Food Adulteration Rules, stating that pesticide residues considered individually should not exceed 0.0001 milligram per liter, and the total pesticide residues will not be more than 0.0005 milligram per liter, that the analysis shall be conducted by using internationally established test methods meeting the residue limits specified herein. This notification came into force from January 1, 2004. With this, I would like to conclude this session. Thank you.